How long-distance couples can avoid these 6 breakup mistakes. Long-distance relationships can be a beautiful demonstration of love and resilience. However, being physically apart from your partner often brings its own unique set of challenges. If these challenges aren't addressed, they can drive distance not just physically, but emotionally as well. In today's video, we're sharing 6 common mistakes that long-distance couples often make and, most importantly, practical ways to avoid them. By learning how to navigate these challenges, you can strengthen your bond and ensure your relationship remains healthy, fulfilling, and full of love. So, let's dive in. The foundation of any good relationship is communication, but this becomes even more important in a long-distance setup. One of the biggest mistakes long-distance couples make is neglecting consistent and meaningful communication. It's easy to get busy with life or misinterpret silence, but when communication starts to falter, the emotional connection might begin to fade. To avoid this, schedule regular call or video chat times that work for both of you. These structured moments ensure neither of you feels ignored or undervalued. But it's not just about frequency. The quality of communication matters too. Share daily highlights, talk about your feelings openly, and dive into deeper conversations about your dreams and goals. Active listening is also key. Pay attention to what your partner is saying rather than thinking about how to respond. Let them feel heard and understood. By cultivating this level of communication, you'll create a safe space where both of you can express yourselves freely. Another major trap that long-distance couples fall into is setting unrealistic expectations. Maybe one partner expects the other to be available 24/7, reply to every message instantly, or visit frequently, irrespective of financial or work constraints. These unspoken or mismatched expectations can quickly lead to frustration and disappointment. The solution? Discuss and manage expectations early on. Be honest with each other about your availability and the frequency of visits. If seeing each other regularly isn't feasible, talk about ways to cope and make the times you do see each other even more special. Remember, relationships thrive when both partners feel secure and understood. Establishing realistic expectations ensures you remain in sync, rather than creating unnecessary pressure. Long-distance relationships thrive on trust and clarity, which means shying away from difficult conversations is a mistake you can't afford to make. Some couples tend to avoid discussing sensitive issues out of fear that it might lead to arguments. Whether it's unspoken insecurity, jealousy, or the direction of the relationship, avoiding the hard talks can lead to unresolved tension. Instead of dodging these issues, approach them with empathy and patience. Use I statements to express your feelings, such as, "I feel uneasy when we don't check in for a couple of days." Rather than assigning blame, acknowledge that it's okay to be vulnerable. It helps build a stronger connection. Creating a safe space for open dialogue can transform those tricky conversations into opportunities for growth. By tackling problems together, you'll strengthen your partnership and feel more united. While shared moments and memories are essential to any relationship, focusing solely on the partnership at the expense of your own life is another common mistake. It's easy to become so wrapped up in your partner that you forget to nurture your personal passions, goals, and friendships. Maintaining your individuality is essential for 2 reasons. First, it gives you a sense of fulfillment and balance, which in turn makes the relationship healthier. Second, it keeps the relationship fresh and exciting, as you'll have new experiences and stories to share with your partner. Pursue hobbies that make you happy, focus on your career or educational goals, and spend quality time with family and friends. Celebrate each other's growth instead of feeling neglected when your partner prioritizes self-development. Remember, a relationship is part of your life, not your entire life. Technology is a lifesaver for long-distance couples. Video calls, texts, and voice notes are perfect tools for staying in touch. However, relying exclusively on these modes of communication can sometimes make the relationship feel monotonous or transactional. To keep the spark alive, think beyond just screens. Send your partner handwritten letters or surprise them with a thoughtful care package. Celebrate small occasions by exchanging gifts, regardless of the miles in between. You can also share virtual experiences like playing games together, watching a movie on a streaming app, or even cooking the same meal over video chat. By adding personal touches and getting creative with how you connect, you'll bring fresh excitement to the relationship and remind each other of your thoughtfulness and effort. Lastly, Many long-distance couples tend to focus on surviving the day-to-day challenges of being apart without addressing the bigger question: where is this relationship heading? Without long-term goals or timelines, it's easy to feel like you're moving in circles rather than growing together. Discussing the future can feel daunting, but it's also necessary. Ask yourselves questions like, are we planning to close the distance? What are our shared goals for the next year or two? These future-focused conversations don't just provide clarity, they also give both partners a sense of purpose and direction. Having a vision for your relationship allows you both to work towards something tangible, making the separation feel temporary rather than indefinite. Aligning on these goals will create a sense of partnership and commitment that strengthens your bond. Avoiding these 6 mistakes is a great start. But here are a few additional tips to ensure your long-distance relationship stays strong. Regularly check in about how the relationship is going. This ensures you're both on the same page and addressing any concerns before they grow. Plan activities that help you bond, like virtual challenges, creating a shared playlist, or even building a scrapbook of your favorite memories together. Make small, loving gestures daily. Morning texts, virtual date nights, or sending each other surprises go a long way in making your partner feel valued. Long-distance relationships certainly come with their share of challenges, but with the right mindset and effort, they can also be deeply rewarding. By avoiding these 6 common mistakes: neglecting communication, setting unrealistic expectations, avoiding tough conversations, focusing only on the relationship, relying solely on technology, and losing sight of the future, you can keep your connection alive and thriving. Remember, every relationship requires work, and being physically apart doesn't mean being emotionally distant. Be intentional in how you communicate, nurture each other's individuality, and build a shared vision for the future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow long-distance lovers. With a little patience and effort, your love will bridge all distances. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Your feedback matters. Like, comment, and subscribe to keep the conversation going.